Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Shemel, Shabbat Hashem, Hakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them, that taught us his truth. Shalom and citations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, being the pillar of rest, the 144,000 and one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. The brother slash elder, Shalom and citations to you all. This is the World War III daily update. And the small, the least of the flock, small of the hats. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against the Idumeans, okay, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock, which is Amalek, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. What we have here is, let me see if I can, wow, look at that. Okay, there's two, see? Let's see if I can find, let's see. Let's type this in. Bear with me. Iran tests nuclear weapon. This should be the news. Iran claims it obtained secret Israeli nuclear and oh, okay, wait, what? No, it said they detonated a nuke. Where is that? Warns it could lead to catastrophic. Well, where's that at? 13 hours. Russia fires. Nope. 9 days, 7 months. No. Pakistan's news. 8 days, 12 hours. Nuclear heist. No. On cam. Forbidden activity. 1 hour. Obtains thousands. No. Is that the nuke that they exploded? No. I heard, surprise attack, Iran nukes sites in danger. I heard within the last 24 hours that Iran tested the nuke, but I don't see that. They said on the Richter scale and everything. Let me see, let me check over here. Salakia. Let's see, when did the arrest? Let me see. Nope, not there. Put an S on that. Nuke, U-C-L-E. Any concealed nuclear detonation test. See, now why isn't this on YouTube at all? Iran carried out implosion tests for nuclear weapons. What is that? Iran carried out concealed nuclear detonation tests. What is this? 1 day ago. Why do I have to search so hard to find this? Concealed nuclear detonation. What is that? Conducted clandestine nuclear experiments. Key parts of the report are based on evidence obtained by the Mossad. According to the newly published report, which was also reviewed by the Institute for Science and International Security, ISIS, a significant portion of the agency's finding, and don't think that that's not for a reason, that's a goddess or a god, false god, is based on intelligence acquired by Israeli Mossad. Are you going to say that they, says, conducting various nuclear detonation tests indicate that it's further along in its nuclear weapons development than previous? So this could be just some shit that they're just making up. You understand? Oh, we got to go hit them because they just detonated. Not really, but kind of. Okay? You see how this reads as propaganda. Iran carried out concealed nuclear detonation tests. What the hell does that mean? Right here, nuclear experiments. Was it detonation? Did they detonate a bomb? Did they or did they not? See, this is called weapons of mass destruction up the middle. Okay, so that's what this is. This is what I heard. You got to go check these things out. Look, there's not even an article here. This is just bullshit. Is there more? I'm not even going. Yeah, this is that's propaganda at its best. Anyway, so let's watch this. This is 2CTV. 2 hours ago, breaking: Israel prepares IDF to attack Iran. Okay? So they floated it out there. For me to hear that Iran detonated anything is for them to try to give reason for this attack that they're about to do while everybody's distracted with LA.
Hello everybody, welcome to 2CTV, your global news channel. We have some breaking news coming from the talks between the United States and the Islamic Republic. It's not going too well. It's finished. The Iranian regime have rejected President Trump's proposal, but they do have an idea. They've said, we will consider an agreement. On the one hand, we got two new conditions. Number one, we are going to continue to enrich uranium. Number two, we should now target Israel's nuclear program. So let's talk about everything that we know so far. Over the last few hours, there's been a lot of escalations that happened in the Middle East, especially when it comes to what's going on inside Israel. But first things first, let's talk about the news that came out. First reported on 2CTV website, 2C.tv. Iran rejects a Trump deal and targets Israel's nuclear program. The idea here is that they've said, we are not going to go with what President Trump is proposing. All those negotiations, all those days, waste of time, done, cancelled. They've said there is one deal that we will agree. We will continue with our nuclear program and we should now target Israel's nuclear program, which means that they want to get President Trump to force Israel to dismantle his program. Now, there's only one way any country would say this. They clearly want war. This is not compromise. This is not really plain ball, right?
This dude right here is Iranian. He's Persian, who defected to Great Britain. So, traitorous is the word that I'll use. But anyway, so
there's no concession here. They clearly, at this point, want war. But they don't want to be the ones that started, technically, even though they've already declared war on Israel a while ago. Now, following that, President Trump and Netanyahu held an urgent phone conversation that lasted about 40 minutes. No details have been published, but straight after the phone call between the two leaders, Netanyahu has now called an urgent meeting with the senior leaders in Israel when it comes to the political leadership, but also Shin Bet, Mossad, IDF, everybody. Now, tonight is going to be extremely crucial. The Israelis are now deciding when to strike, because the plan is now to attack Iran.
Stop. What? That's the plan. And going back to what? Where we came from. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Israel's going to do what? Surely, let's see, Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom. So this is who we're talking about. And his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Against, there's that word, of Teman, right? Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, the Amalekites, if you will. All right, that's who's in question here. These people that call themselves that and are not that.
Considering that the Islamic Republic, not only they're not even making any concessions, they are refusing to dismantle their nuclear program. And I knew that was going to happen because it would have been very embarrassing for the Iranian regime to somehow surrender, considering that for the past 20 years, 25 years,
considering that's a ridiculous problem. Oh, you got to put all your stuff away. Hell no. Motherfucker, we'll use it first. fuck is wrong with you? Who made you the sheriff in town? This shit's over, man. You know how this winds up? Okay? You know how it winds up after all? Mr. Proud Devil, you so-called white man, you know how it ends up? Since you're so proud, all right, you lose. Trump, you lose. Netanyahu, you lose. Also the Carmanians, there you are right there. Tutsi, traitor. Okay? 2nd Ezra 15 and 30, also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join the battle with them. Who? The Arab nations. With them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Who's going to have the upper hand? The dragons. What dragon? The Arab nations. Well, who's going to be with them? Right? With them. Who's going to join battle with? Well, that would be Tutsi and the traitors, or the Iranians. Okay, the Iranians and the dragons will have the upper hand. Why will the wild boars have the upper hand too? Because they're with them. If they have the upper hand and they're with them, who else has the upper hand? Easy. Go back to Tutsi. Who wins? Not you. Not you traitors. All right. I don't want to go with this. I'll just bow out. Let me bow out the regular way. Revelation 11 and 14. It's just a quick little what's going on. Well, whatever. See, nobody's really paying attention to what's going on over there. Everything is about LA and what may or may not happen here in the States. So, but we do know this for sure. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe has passed. Behold, the third woe is coming shortly. Nobody's stopping World War III. You could get distracted all you want to, but that thing is rolling forward. All right, so with that, we hope that the electorate edified you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.